travelling supporters. And so this is where we are with this match week after yesterday's 1-1 draw then between Fulham and Wolves. We're 4 games down today with 2 more still to come. Villa, we see Everton losing at home to Aston Villa. Villa with their first win in 4 thanks to Ollie Watkins' penalty and one from Emi Buendia. Big win for Leeds in the battle of the bottom 2. Junior Firpo giving Leeds their first win in 11. Arsenal beating Leicester, as we've just mentioned. 4 goals in the space of just 14 second-half minutes for West Ham. Overcome Nottingham Forest. Danny Ings getting 2 on his first start for the Hammers. Still to come, second-bottom Bournemouth host second-place Manchester City. And then later on, Palace take on Liverpool. On Sunday, there's a chance for Spurs to strengthen their top 4 hopes against Chelsea, with Newcastle, of course, otherwise engaged. In terms of the bottom of the table, and of course it's been a crucial 90 minutes down there. Southampton's defeat sees them rock bottom still. 4 points adrift of safety. Bournemouth, who play shortly, are now second bottom on adrift. They're on 21 points along with Everton, who are now in the bottom 3. West Ham move up to 16th after their big win today with a 2-point cushion. Leicester 14th, just 3 points above the relegation zone. Forest safe by 4 and Villa up to 11th, 31 points, only in the bottom half on goal difference. Only one team in the top half played today so far, and that means that Arsenal's victory sees them go 5 points clear at the top of the table before Manchester City go to Bournemouth shortly. Both have played 24 games for the time being, with that the only change in the top half.
Finally, you can buy English football at a very low price. Enjoy Premier League and Champions League full replay matches, as well as analysis shows from Premier League TV, BBC, BT Sports, and Sky Sports. Uncut with full footage. Enjoy weekend reviews, previews, tactical analysis, and more. Join us today at the link in the description below, www.primeshows.net.
Gabriel, your goal helps Arsenal get another 3 points, but Leicester certainly made you work for it.
Yeah, of course. We knew it was going to be a very tough game, but I think we deserved the result, and yeah, we did it. So happy with the 3 points.
And you scored within a minute after the break. How relieved were you when you saw that go in?
Yeah, that was needed. So happy with the goal, but happier with the victory.
What was the message from Mikel Arteta at half-time? Because it clearly worked.
That we needed to win at any context, and I think we did it. Clean sheet, and in this league you need to win the games in this way, and today we did it. And as I said, I think we deserved the result.
And after you scored, you went down. You looked in real pain. What happened there?
Someone stepped on me, but I was okay. The goal was yeah. I mean, I scored the goal and I was happy.
And you're having your best Premier League scoring season in your career. So what do you put that down to?
I think hard work. I think I need to thank my teammates, the staff, the fans, my family. They have been brilliant with me. And yeah, I just want to keep going and scoring and trying to help the team.
And top of the Premier League, back-to-back wins, 5 points clear. How important was it to build on the momentum after that Aston Villa victory?
So important. I think we need to go to every single game thinking as a final, and we did it today. So the next game is going to be another final, and we need to keep going.
Thanks, Gabriel. Well done. Thank you.
Yeah, the Brazilian's taken his goal tally to 9 in the league. One of the many positive stories so far this season, Ian.
Yeah, but we know what he's capable of, and another one that, signed a new deal. We're happy to have him there because he's the future for us. Him, Saka, Saliba, they're the future for us. So you want them tied up and you want them in situations and games and league campaigns like this so they can get more experience at it, because we're going to need them in the future. Yeah. What did you make of that overall performance, considering they only had 1 goal to show for it in the end? I think that when you listen to him saying that the manager was saying they have to win, that was the main thing they have to do here today. I thought that we started very well, dominated the possession. Yes, we could have done more with the final ball in the first half, not much in the second half, but the goal is what happened 51 seconds in the second half. So that's the main thing. And then seeing it off and shutting it down. The perfect start, really, to the second half after that first half. Yeah, it was, because, you'd have probably gone in and you'd have thought to yourself, come on, we need to be a little bit more ruthless with what we're doing. Like we say, so once we win it here, I think it's Gabriel comes in and wins it here. And then from there, you can see Leicester's defence, they're a little bit out of shape, and once it gets in here, you really fancy him in that situation. So it was good to see, because it was a good time to score early on in the second half, and then you can just relax a bit.
Thought it was a fabulous finish, really well worked. That's the one thing they didn't do in the first half. They didn't get in behind as many times as they perhaps could have and should have, but they certainly did in this first minute of the second half, all on the front foot. And it's a really clever finish, because that's where he was aiming, because if it happens to come off the post or as well. So clever goal, clever finish, and it's what Arsenal deserved.
It's a well-worked goal. And was that the instructions, do you think, from Mikel Arteta at half-time, is try and get behind Leicester's back line? We didn't see enough of that in the first.
No, we didn't, no. But Leicester did. They were dropped a little bit deep, further back in certain instances, so it was quite hard. So once you did get the ball, you kind of had people in front of you, which I saw with Saka, which you saw with Martinelli. So you have to hit them quick. You have to do it quicker, to move the ball quicker, get the ball into areas where you can get them where they're turning towards their own goal. And we done that early on in the second half.
Yeah, and there was a moment where Saka thought he'd got the second.
Yeah, a lot of people thought he got a second. You know, because when you look at it, you think to yourself, you know, it looks like a goal. I think that once it goes in here, you're feeling like, it's goal, but it was offside. I think
Martinelli was offside.
Martinelli, you could see as well. You know, you watch him try to bend the run, and this is what's really unfortunate for forwards now. Don't know how many goals I'd have disallowed now, because like you see him trying to bend the run, stay onside, and it's fractionally offside, but it's enough. It's quite disappointing, because I was really happy at that.
The best part is still to come, though, Manish, isn't it?
Absolutely, because a certain member of this studio thought it was all over at 2-0. This was Ian's reaction when that ball hit the back of the net.
Come on, Ian! Yeah!
He knows he's offside. He's offside.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing to me and Arsenal all season. Them lot upstairs.
that right there, the definition of a short-lived celebration.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what you get. That's what you get with the VAR decisions. Now you're ecstatic and then completely drained. That was it. That was the fans you just saw there.
It was definitely a fan.
Finally, you can buy English football at a very low price. Enjoy Premier League and Champions League full replay matches, as well as analysis shows from Premier League TV, BBC, BT Sports, and Sky Sports. Uncut with full footage. Enjoy weekend reviews, previews, tactical analysis, and more. Join us today at the link in the description below, www.primeshows.net.
Welcome back. Half-time then at the King Power Stadium. Leicester City holding the league leaders Arsenal to a goalless first 45 minutes, but no lack of talking points in that first half. Leandro Trossard had the ball in the back of the net. It was disallowed, Ian. Was it the right call?
Yeah, I think so. When you look at the, and I suppose this is where VAR can come into its own, because you can see incidents like this, and when you do see it, it's a beautiful goal. Get me wrong, I'm disappointed about it, but when you do see it from the angle, you can see that Ben White is holding his arm. He's holding his arm, and then his other arm locks around it, so he can't actually get up to maybe punch it as well as he should do. And we was thinking what a poor punch it was, and then when you see that, you can see that he can't actually get any leverage.
Alan, what do you think? Is that a clear and obvious error by the referee?
I'm not sure. I understand why the VAR have given it and spotted it. Yeah, I get that, and I'll probably go along with Wright. Clear and obvious howler? I'm not sure, but I understand why they've given it, yeah.
All right, well, let's get a former officials version of events, shall we? Dermot Gallagher, former Premier League referee, joins us from the match centre. Dermot, good to see you. So what do we think, in your view? Was that a foul on Danny Ward?
I think seeing it from behind the goal, Manish, definitely. You know, you see his arms locked in. Because his right arm's locked in, he can't punch with his left arm. It's just completely altered his punching style, hasn't it? You see there, it's a great spot. That you don't see it so well there. You can see there he's got it locked in, Ben White's got it locked in. I think once the VAR sees it, he's got to give a foul because it's impeded the goalkeeper so much.
So that's a clear and obvious error then, according to you?
Seeing that, Manish, yeah. I get the road we're going down here somehow.
Yeah, only because, you know, obviously they're saying, you know, there is an argument to be had that VAR doesn't be seen to re-reffing the game or going above and beyond what's being done, you know, with the on-pitch referee.
Yeah, I think the feedback from the hub was that was sustained holding, and I can understand that. We'll see one later where the feedback is. They don't think it's sustained holding.
The thing with that one, Derm, is that when you look at it, you could see that he's definitely impeding him for him to be able to jump as well as he should.
Absolutely, and that's what I say, right?
Yeah.
It's
So I ain't got no problem with
definitely
that.
altered the way he can punch the ball, because we first see it and thought, what a bad punch. When you see it from behind the goal, you say, oh, I see why now.
Another contentious issue in that first half. Should Arsenal have had a penalty? Harry Souttar on Bukayo Saka.
Yes, definitely. I don't care whether it's accidental, whether he slips or not, the defender. He actually takes Saka down because of that. That ball's coming in. Whether it's towards him or not, we don't know. But he takes Saka out. That's a foul. That should be a penalty.
Yeah.
Might be accidental, so what? Not very many times in a penalty box you actually mean to foul someone. So I forget about the accidental slip. That should be a penalty. He's taken him out. He's wiped him out. Yes, that's a penalty for me.
For me, for whoever's doing that VAR, for
Michael
him to
Salisbury.
Michael Salisbury.
For him to not look at that and see.
Well, he's looking at it. He's looked at it.
And this is why it's ridiculous that he can't come to the decision that that's a penalty, because Saka is not even looking at him. This guy is tripped up in the penalty area and he's brought an opposing player down. What more does he need to see that that's a penalty, Derm? It's ridiculous, these decisions. Absolute pitiful decision that was.